These countries never fought in any war. One key might be the word small. San Marino has an area of only 23.6 square miles, making it smaller than Washington, D.C. San Marino is basically a fortress on a mountain. Only about 17% of its land can even be farmed, and it has no valuable resources, no oil, no gas, no minerals, that might tempt invaders. On top of that, it is completely surrounded by Italy. There are no international trade routes running through it, and controlling San Marino would only get you from Italy to Italy. This small country probably has the second best claim on our list of being able to see that it has never been in a war, but who is first, you'll see later. In the meantime, there's a country more famous than San Marino for staying peaceful that may not be so conflict-free after all. 6. For a famously neutral country, Switzerland certainly loves its guns. It has one of the highest rates of gun ownership in the world, with 28 guns for every 100 citizens. That adds up to between 2 and 3 million guns circulating in the country, ranking it below only the US and Yemen. The high ownership of guns is because the Swiss military isn't made up of full-time soldiers. Instead, it conscripts men into military training once they become eligible at the age of 18. They have to complete their training by age 25, but they can choose when in that time period to do it. Women also have the option to enlist, but they are not forcibly conscripted. After training ends, soldiers go back to their regular lives and careers. But the idea is that they can be summoned back to duty at any time, so Switzerland may not have a permanent army, but it has a very well-trained citizen soldier army, which has not been called on for centuries. It turns out Switzerland was involved in plenty of wars before becoming the world's most neutral country. The last one ended back in 1815. French revolutionary troops invaded Switzerland back in 1798 and replaced the Swiss model with a centralized Helvetic Republic. That then caused Austrians and Russians to fight back by also invading Switzerland. Before Switzerland was caught in the middle, after more than a decade of fighting, everyone was exhausted, and they just wanted to go home. At the Congress of Vienna, Switzerland was declared permanently neutral, a concept first floated in the 1648 Treaty of Westphalia. And it wasn't just Switzerland's idea, the major European powers all agreed to it. Why? Switzerland is located right in the middle of a bunch of European countries that like to shoot at each other. France, Austria, and the then fragmented states of Italy and Germany all recognized the same thing. Switzerland sat right in the middle, perfectly placed to be used as a springboard for invading any of its powerful neighbors. That being said, the Swiss weren't exactly sitting ducks relying on the kindness of strangers. The Swiss Alps makes invasion very difficult. Though France succeeded, it was far from easy, and today every citizen being militarily trained also makes invasion complicated. There was a brief internal struggle called the Sonderbund War in 1847, but nothing since then. Neutrality isn't just about Switzerland's foreign policy, it's also about holding the country together. Switzerland often feels less like a single nation and more like a coalition of cantons and ultra-efficient people. With French, German, and Italian-speaking groups all living side by side, neutrality gives them a shared foreign policy. It also prevents the kind of interstate conflicts that could split the population if one side supported a war and the other opposed it. Switzerland was also famously neutral during World War II, dealing with both the Axis and the Allies, but that neutrality came at a price to its reputation. The country became known as the banking hub for Nazi gold, and it didn't exactly ask any uncomfortable questions about where that gold was coming from. In fact, Switzerland bought around $1.7 billion worth of it, so the reputation wasn't entirely undeserved. Is there any truth to the idea that countries steer clear of invading Switzerland because world leaders and rich people have their money stashed there? Well, as of 2024, Swiss private banks manage about $4.24 trillion in assets. That is roughly the size of Japan's entire economy, the fourth largest in the world. Draw your own conclusions. Our next rich country has done quite well for itself too.